Hello mga ka-basic. So for today's lesson, we're going to discuss about measures of position. So sa measures of position, this will be quarter 4, week 1 no, ng ating lesson po. And as I've said, when we talk about the measures of position, meron po tayong tinatawag na group and ungrouped data wherein ang uunahin natin is yung ungrouped data. So sa measures of position, we have the quartiles, deciles, and the percentiles. Unahin natin is yung quartiles po. So dito, when we talk about quartiles, sabi dito, quartiles are points that divide a ranked data into 4 equal parts, and each set of data has 3 quartiles. Meaning to say, so kung meron tayong set of data, yung set of data daw po na yon ay dinidivide into 4 equal parts. And each set of data, meron tayong 3 quartiles po. So like for example, ito yung set of data natin. So itong line na to, yun yung nagsisilbing Q1 o yung first quartile. Yung line na to, yun yung nagsisilbing Q2 o yung second quartile. Yung line na to is yung ating third quartile o yung Q3. So when we say Q1, ito yung 25% below. When we say Q2 or second quartile, ito yung 50% below. And when we say quartile 3, ito yung magmula dito hanggang dito is yung 75% and below. So dito, how we're going to find the quartiles of an ungrouped data. So hanapin natin ano yung value ng Q1, ano yung value ng Q2, at ano yung value ng Q3. So here, sabi for an ungrouped data, the first, second, and the third quartile is the entry in the data set. So for the quartile 1, ito po n plus 1 over 4, yun yung formula na gagamitin natin. So for the quartile 2, we have 2 times the quantity n plus 1 all over 4. So yung quartile 2 o yung Q2. And for the quartile 3 o yung Q3, we have 3 times n plus 1. 3 times the quantity n plus 1 divided by 4, where n is the number of observations in the data set. Okay, so bigay tayo ng example ng set of data wherein we're going to find for the Q1, Q2, and Q3. Okay, so here sabi, example, consider the data set. So we have set A. So ang elements ni set A, we have 14, 23, 19, 36, 25, 45, and 39. So we're going to find Q1, Q2, and Q3 or yung quartile 1, quartile 2, and quartile 3. So yun yung hahanapin natin. Okay? So dito, so hanapin natin yung Q1. So we all know, sabi ko kanina, ito yung ating formula. We have n plus 1 over 4 where n is the total number of the elements no, in the given data set or set of data. So unahin natin dito, first step na gagawin natin is to arrange the data in ascending order. So meaning from lowest to highest. Arrange muna natin. Ano? So pag in-arrange natin siya, so yung lowest natin we have, it should be ayan. So we have 14. So susunod sa 14 is 19. So susunod sa 19 is 23. Then sunod sa 23 we have 25. Then we have 36. Tama po ba ako? Ayan, 36. Then after ng 36 we have 39. And yung last natin is 45. Okay, so ilan nga yan? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So dito, para mahanap natin yung Q1, ihanapin natin yung Q1 ha, mga ka-basic. So ayan. So yung value ng n natin, sabi natin total number. So ng elements no, doon sa the set of data. So meron tayong 7 elements. Okay? So dito, substitute lang natin yung value ng n doon sa formula na n plus 1 over 4. So we have, kung ang n natin ay 7, so we have 7 plus 1 over 4. Then 7 plus 1 is 8 over 4. Then 8 divided by 4 is equal to 2. So meaning, yun yung nasa pangalawa. Kasi ito yung ating una. Ayan, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and then seventh rank. No? So kung mapapansin natin, ang nakuha natin is 2. So hanapin natin ano ba yung pangalawa dyan. So ang pangalawa natin dito is 19. So therefore, ang Q1 natin is equal to 19. So ganun lang siya kadali mga ka-basic na ang pagkuha ng ating quartile or yung Q1. So next natin is to find the Q2. Okay? So, yung Q2 natin, we have, ayan. So, yung setup data natin is, so, ang Q2 is equal to, ayan, nawawala. Ang value ng N natin is 7. Okay? Alright, so, arrange natin yung kaninas, di ba? Ang ano natin is 14. We have 19, 23, 25, we also have 36, 39, and 45. So for Q2, so we have 2 times ang N natin is 7 plus 1 over 4. So we have 2 times 7 plus 1 is 8 over 4. Then 2 times 8 is 16 divided by 4 or over 4. So 16 over 4 is 4. So ibig sabihin, yung Q2 natin is yung pang-apat. So, di ba? Ito yung ating una, pangalawa, pangatlo, pang-apat, panlima, pang-anim, and pang-pito. So, yung pang-apat natin is 25. So, therefore, yung Q2 natin is 25. Ayan. So, ganun lang siya kadali, no, mga ka-basic. Now, let's find for Q3. Okay? So, yung Q3 natin is, arrange natin yung data. We have 14, 19, 23, 25. We also have 36, 39, and then 45. Alright. So, yung Q3, ang hahanapin natin. So, we have 3. Ang N natin ulit ay 7 plus 1 over 4. Then, we have 3 times 7 plus 1 is 8 over 4. Then, 3 times 8 is 24 over 4. Then, 24 divided by 4 is 6. So, meaning yung pang-anim. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. So, therefore, yung Q3 natin is equal to 39. Ayan. So, yun yung ating quartile 3. So, di ba mga ka-basic, napakadali lang ng paghahanap ng quartile given ng ating dataset. Now, the question is, how about kapag nakakuha tayo ng decimal? So, like for example, ang nakuha natin na dito is pang 6.5. So, kung mapapansin niyo puro whole number yung nahandito natin. Okay? Puro whole number. So, diyan napapasok yung tinatawag natin na interpolation. So, or sa madaling salita, yung tinatawag na linear interpolation. So, ito na po yun. Ayan. So, sa linear interpolation, ito po yung gagawin natin, mga ka-basic. So, example, sabi daw, find the first quartile Q1 and the third quartile Q3 given the scores of 10 students in their mathematics activity. So ito daw po yung scores ng mga estudyante sa mathematics activity. We have 1, 27, 16, 7, 31, 7, 30, 3, and 21. So hanapin natin yung Q1 and yung Q3. Okay? So dito, step 1 natin is to arrange the scores in ascending order. So we have 1, 3, 7, 7, 16, 21, 27, 30, and 31. So step 2, locate the position of the score in the distribution for quartile 1. So Q1 muna tayo. Okay? Then, step 3 tayo. And step 3, interpolate the value to obtain the first and third quartile. Okay? So, yun yung unang gagawin natin. Okay? So, una is to arrange the value in ascending order. Step 2, locate yung ating Q1, Q3. Step 3, interpolate the value to obtain the first and third quartile. Okay, so ito tayo. So, hanapin natin yung Q1 first. Okay? So, hanapin natin. So, dito, yung pagkaka-arrange nung number is 1, 3, 7, 7, 16, 21, 27, 30, and 31. So, ayan po yung ating data. So, unahin natin is yung Q1 muna. Okay? So, yung Q1 natin is n plus 1 over 4. So, ilan ba yung n plus 1 over 4? Okay, so anong value ng n natin is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, we have 9 plus 1 over 4. Then, it is equal to 9 plus 1. Ayan, so 9 plus 1 is equal to 10 over 4. And 10 over 4 is equal to 2.5. Okay, so decimal ang nakuha natin. So, paano ngayon yan? Ito yung ating una, pangalawa, pangatlo, pang-apat, panlima, pang-anim, pang-pito, pang-walo, and pang-siyam. Kung mapapansin natin, wala tayong pang 2.5, meron lang tayo pangalawa at pangatlo. So, next step natin is to interpolate. Okay? Interpolate natin. Step 1. Okay, step 1 tayo. Ayan. Para mahanap natin. Step 1, interpolation na po yung ginagawa natin. So, step 1, subtract the second data from the third data. So, subtract daw natin yung second data from the third data. So, ano ba yung second data? 3. Ano yung pangatlong data? 7. So, we have 7 minus 3 is equal to 4. Yun yung step 1. Step 2. Step 2 natin, sabi dyan, we're going to multiply the result by the decimal part obtained in the second step. Okay po. So, dito, we're going to, multiply natin, yung 4 na to, i-multiply natin dun sa decimal part. Ano ba yung decimal part nito? Di ba 0.5? So, step 2, we have 4 times, ang decimal part nito is 0.5. Ayan, so yung decimal part niya is 0.5. So therefore, 4 times 0.5 is equal to 2. Yun yung ating step 2. Ngayon, yung step 3, we have, ayan, so step 3 tayo. Ang step 3 na, ayan, so yung step 3 natin, i-add natin to doon sa smaller number. Okay, dito, ano ba mas smaller? 7 or 3? Di ba mas maliit yung 3? Ulitin ha, yung nakuha dito sa step 2, i-add dun sa smaller number. Okay, so step 2, we have 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. So therefore, yung Q1 natin is equal to 5. So ganun lang siya kadali, no, mga ka-basic. Alright? So, yun yung Q1 natin. Next one, Q3 naman, yung hahanapin natin. Okay? So, yung Q3 natin, okay, so Q3, ulitin natin ha, yung number natin is 1, 3, 7, 7, 16, 21, 27, 30, and 31. Okay. So, Q3 na tayo. So, locate muna natin, ano? So, we have 3 times n plus 1 over 4. So, we have 3 times, ang n natin is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 plus 1 over 4. Then, 3 times 10 over 4. Then 3 times 10 is 30 over 4, and 30 divided by 4 is equal to, ayan, so 30 divided by 4 is 7.5. Okay, so 7.5. So ulitin natin, ito yung 1, 2, 3, 4, pang 5, pang 6, pang 7, pang 8, and pang 9. Okay, step 1 tayo. Ito na pala yung step 1. Step 2 na tayo, no? Step 2. Okay, so step 2 natin is we have, ayan. So yung step 2 natin, we're going to subtract yung pang 8 saka yung pang 7. Okay, tandaan na, subtract natin yung pang 8 at yung pang 7. Yung pang 8 natin is 30. So we have 30 minus 27 is equal to 3. Alright? So meron tayo nun. Step 1 natin to. Nalilito na si ka-basic. Ayan, step 1. Ayan, step 2. Okay, so step 2 natin is kunin natin to. Yung step 1, sagot sa step 1. So 3 times the decimal part, which is yung 0.5. So 0.5 decimal part is equal to 1.5. Alright? So, yun yung step 2. Then, step 3 tayo. Step 3. Alright? So, yung step 3 natin, we're going to add. Alin ba mas maliit? 30 o 27? So, mas maliit yung 27. So, 27 plus yung nakuha natin sa step 2 na 1.5. Okay? So, 1.5. So, this will be quartile 3 rather, is equal to 27 plus 1.5 is 28.5. So, yun po yung ating Q3, mga ka-basic. Na? So, napakadali lang palang kumuha ng tinatawag natin na quartile. So, kapag may decimal, pwede tayong gumamit ng tinatawag na linear interpolation. So, kapag hindi naman siya decimal, kung puro whole number, madali lang din naman siyang makuha. Okay, so yun lang man po, mga ka-basic, at sa mga estudyante ko na nakikinig, So, good luck at may ipapagawa ako sa inyo. Okay, so bye muna mga ka-basic. See you again sa aking next video which is yung percentile. Bye!